Hello and welcome back to King Aegon's War of the Conquest again, except this is Aegon the Second. In the last episode, Aegon bit the dust. Aegon the Handsome died of cancer at age 31 after his wife, Vera Valerian, my mother, tried to tame a dragon. She was killed by it, evidently. And with that and the great economic struggles of the kingdom, Aegon just kind of couldn't handle it anymore, and his heart gave way. At the same time, though, mysteriously, the old Lord Gardener died. Wonder who did that. So now Garth is in charge, and I'm in charge of the throne. I have my younger brother, Jaehaerys, who is the heir, and my sister Daenys, who is betrothed to me. Yeah, let's get going. We have a regency, led by Sir Manfred Faring of Faring's Cross. Should be interesting to see how he takes things. Command to end war. Oh, that's over already. I forgot I never actually got to change the laws. So I'll only be able to do that now when I'm no longer under regency. Grave news, Your Grace. Great plague has broken out in King's Landing. Huh. God help us. How will we deal with the plague? Manfred? He's zealous. Ooh. Zealous, charitable, and slothful. I'm gonna be honest. I would rather hide here because I'm young. There's not much to be gained by staying out when you're 7 and under a regency. But the regent's traits seem to point to him more to a more holistic kind of view to this, I suppose. So I suppose we're gonna have to stay out. I don't think he believes that the plague can reach us. If the gods mean for you to be king, after all, right? Since we're supposed to be crowned by the faith in the gods, then they'll let me live. I think is kind of more of his feeling. Very well. Hopefully it won't take any of the members of the royal family. Or it'll hopefully take him. One or the other. Because this is a new plague. My liege, I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspirational factions if the proper leverage is obtained. How do you wish to proceed? That's Willem Aaron. Legalism to gain leverage. Threats to gain leverage. Ask him politely or do nothing. Not me doing it, it's Manfred Faring. He's kind. Let's ask him politely. Honored King, thank you for reminding me of my duties and obligations as your vassal. You are right, of course. For the foreseeable future, you have my promise not to support factions conspiring against you. Signed, Lord Willem Aaron. Very good. I think he might have been in one of them, actually, so that's good. Who died? Edmund Tarley died. The Great Plague. Vacancy has become available in Kingsguard. 7 swords must guard the king, and so your Lord Regent, Manfred Faring, has chosen a replacement. He chooses Sir Lester Hill, who now kneels before you, vowing to protect your person. Hill was a bastard Westerman of the old wife of the Lord of Payne Hall. Unknown father. Interesting. His mother was a Carnaby. He's strong, trained fighter, and brave. He's zealous, which I'm assuming is more important to the Lord Regent. Okay. Seems like a good knight. Also pretty experienced at age 44. He's inherited the castle of Drunkard's Tower. Bannerman, Lord Harmon Stark. Ah, there it is. That's how he inherited it. Your Grace, my mission to Castamere has so far been a success. You've improved relations with Franklin. Good. What's this dangerous faction? That's not Franklin for sure, right? Oh, it's the North, deposing me. Of course they do. Thank you, Warden of the North. Now that I'm in charge and not my father, I think my regent would just give it to you. Do we have dragons? I don't. Ugh. I should still have most of the dragon riders in my court, right? Oh yeah, my uncle also has one. I've inherited the city of King's Landing, so Commander Godry has died. Interesting. We need to appoint someone. Vaemond Wormseahorse. Yes, you're perfect. Wait, no. That'll pull her to the city, and I won't have her. directly under my control. Simon Kindlin, the old husband of my kinswoman, Samela Targaryen, can become the new commander of the Gold Cloaks. He's a good fighter, albeit a craven, and a man I think I trust him, right? Married to a Targaryen. Master of Coin, Lord Lucamore has come up with an idea for removing a thieves' guild in counties. Pay them to move elsewhere. Pay to stop criminals. Okay. Yeah, the Regent's charitable, isn't he? Yeah. Very well. Who will be removed? Durwell doesn't like that I associate with him at all. Oh well, that's the way it is. Gotta understand, Durwell, it's not really me, I'm 7. Not King Aegon making these decisions. Though it's not really a bad one, if I get the Thieves Guild out of here. Gotta get some of these rings out. What I should do is hold a big feast, but I suppose with the plague, it's not really a great time, is it? Wait till the plague is over and then hold a feast for the young king. To maybe introduce him to the Lord Paramounts. Diligent and playful, King Aegon. About Jaehaerys, he has no defining traits, and neither does Daenerys. You Lord of Sweetport Sound, very good. New King's Justice is needed. Vermin the Freed Slave, Enilo Painier, still here. He's become incapable, apparently, from his dysentery. No, food poisoning, sorry. Dracarlo or Bello Adares. Sirodos Adares. I'll name Warren Seahorse the King's Justice. He's married to a Targaryen. Pretty honorable position, right? And aside from ill and pain being like a bringer of death, people have looked favorably on it, I think. So, yeah, it should be a nice little honor. Oh no, that's bad. That's very bad. I mean, actually, it's kind of good, too. Hear me out, because although I lose a Dragon Rider, which means I'll most certainly be weaker. I'll absolutely be weaker if someone tries to attack me because I have one less Dragon Rider. What do I have? I have 2 Dragon Riders. Rael and Ares. Taraxes and Dragox mean they're dragon. It also means that another dragon is out in the wild for me to potentially tame when I'm of age. Great Aunt Princess Philena has died, and now it falls to you to decide whether to make the funeral big and special event, or just keep it small and private. Small and private. Oh, and she had Meraxes. To fly into a rage and establish a lair. Something must be done about it. If I could tame Meraxes, oh, that would be brilliant. Look at that power. He would truly be Aegon II if he had that kind of dragon. It's the only dragon left from the Conquest. Another man has died. Of the Kingsguard. Who was it? Sir Gawain Lannister died of the Grey Plague. The young Lannister boy couldn't live. A vacancy has become available on the Kingsguard. 7 swords must guard the king, and so your Lord Regent, Manfred Faring, has chosen a replacement. He chooses Sir Bertram Yarwick, who now kneels before you, vowing to protect your person. Skilled fighter, brave, honest, zealous again. Defining feature for the Lord Regent. Skilled commander. He's a very good young knight, though. You've caught the Great Plague. Maybe if you die, your successor will have better sense. Because a lot of lords are hitting the dust now. I don't know that I want to be out. There's another major lord, Lord of Duskendale. Need a new advisor. Franklin Smallwood, you can be appointed to the council. Because I really want you to be on my good side. Or I want to be on your good side. Look at that. Grand Maester has died. Unrelated to the Great Plague, apparently. Merton Gardner died of cancer. What happened to his stuff? Did it go to you? Did you get my crowns? Your older sister. No, who got him? Your Grace, the Conclave of the Citadel has selected the Grand Maester, and they've selected Grand Maester Auden Bridges. It's fantastic, but right now I'm looking for the crowns. Hold on. Yes. To You have the crowns. No. Bulwer. Why do the Bulwers have crowns? Von Crag. Don't know. Did it go to the Florence, maybe? Couldn't have. Who took my crown is what I want to know. Which one of you thieving hobbitses? Why do you have my crowns? Why? Is that... They were with Mern Gardner, and now they are with you. Who are you? What relation could you possibly have to Mern Gardner? So the random Dornish guy has my crowns. Oh, I can demand return of them. Which one? Oh, all of them. They would accept. Do it, yes. Get me my crowns back. Grave news, the Great Plague has broken out. To the lovely King Aegon, find your request just. The artifact which you claim shall be sent to King's Landing immediately. Trust this will satisfy you and that peace can be kept. Wise choice, sir. Has he sent me back all of my artifacts? He's kept the crown of Dorne and Driftwood crown, as well as the skull of Vhagar. I would have wanted that. The ingredients he could keep, and these two crowns are kind of meaningless. The skull I would have wanted. But I have gained a great many things. The skull of Valerian's back, as well as a lot of crowns. I'll wear Aegon's crown. Aegon II, after all. Look at all this stuff. Brilliant. The return of the artifacts of the Iron Throne. Great time for the realm. Oh, he has beaten the Great Plague. No, he's... Could have sworn he was uninfected there. He is. Oh. He's also much thinner with the Great Plague. Here he's a little chubbier. Oh well. Lord Werlag of Hammerhorn has usurped the title of Lonely Light. Otto assigned the commanders. Grand Maester Auden has been tutoring me these past few months, and has been a good teacher. Hold on. Ares. Has been a good teacher. I feel like I know so much more. I am a good pupil. I've gained 2 intrigue. Good. The courtier below the waters has expressed a desire to get married. Marry as you please, yes. He has not gotten married. Okay. If that's as you please, then that's fine. Now, who was that guy? Nintalos? He was sworn to High Hermitage, I think. So, is he this castle? Blackadder? Thalatar. Must be in Starfall then, right? Dane. Here? Was it you? It was you. I can't demand the return of these other artifacts. I want that skull, but I suppose that is simply not to be. And that's... I can be okay with that, if that's the artifact that I don't recover. And it makes sense that the Dornishman would keep the Crown of Dorne, right? My bannerman, Elmo Hayford, tried to imprison Laura Raynet, and failed. A lot of people dying of this plague. But it seems to be dissipating. And none of the royal family members have been infected yet, so... I guess the 7 are on our side. You were right, Manfred. He's secluding himself. You traitor. Suppose we'll justify it by saying he's secluding himself in his chamber because he's infected. Yes. I've seen Jolfa looking at my new wooden toy animals. Could let her play with them. Yes, I have nicer toys than her. Become rivals for no reason. I'm playful. Yeah, let's let her play with them. Harlaw. Jolf and me played all day with my toys. So nice to share with others. I can become close friends and gain affectionate. Kind, content, trusting, or family person. Let's play again soon. Just become close friends. Yeah, it's nice to share. Why not? I have another defining feature now. Affectionate and playful. The young life of King Aegon II. Your Septon Renifer has brought you some troubling news. Words are spreading that the worshippers of the others are at the root of the terrible epidemic ravaging the realm. Really? Septon Renifer encourages you to look into these rumors. I didn't know this was even possible. Horrifying news indeed. Investigate this for me. Definitely the Regent's gonna do this. I think so. Horrifying news indeed. Investigate this for me, Renifer. Peasant unrest. This would be peasant crisis. Send your Septon to investigate the rumors about warlocks and witches. Okay. See what they uncover. Or what he uncovers, I suppose, by himself. Another Kingsguard Guard member died, and it's Bertram Yarwick, the young knight. Most recent appointee. Manfred Faring has selected Ethan Valerian. Valerian's a good choice. Skilled fighter and sturdy to replace. I'm half Valerian myself, so we are kin, sir. Septon Renifer has brought you an alarming amount of people who claim to have witnessed the abomination of witchcraft. If you are to believe their accounts, the allies of the stranger are many and pose a great threat to your realm. Renifer, you must find these sinners before it's too late. Warn the court, everyone must stay vigilant. Actually, I already have my suspicions. These stories are ridiculous. Stop wasting my time. I think he's gonna have a mini panic attack, the Regent. Yeah, you must find these sinners before it's too late. Just entrust the Septon, I suppose, is what he'll do. To decide who's a witch and a wizard in my court. Seems about right. Hopefully he won't decide any member of the royal family is in line with the stranger. That would kind of suck. Commander of the King's Gate has died. Hold on. Your Grace, I humbly ask that you intervene on my behalf against the aggression of Lord Freeholder Golian, who is invading my lands in obvious contravention of the peace of the realm. I'd be eternally grateful for your support in this matter. Yours, Lady Paramount Nella of the House Gardner. The Regency Council shall decide on this matter. Some of your kin are unhappy? Oh, shut up. Jaceres. I forgot you were my kin, my grandfather. At a meeting of your Regency Council, Lord Pate Hardy's position on the council was put under question. Your bannerman, Lord Elmo Hayford, called a vote to have him removed, a vote which passed. Lord Pate has been fired as a result. So Pate, my Master of Whispers, has been removed, and Elmo Hardy replaces him? Or is he just empty? It's just an empty seat. The vote on whether to command Lord Freeholder Golian to end his war against Lady Paramount Nella has been taken. Wow, only 3 people were present to vote. Because everyone else is in hiding. The Master of Laws, who voted against. The Master of Coin, who voted against. And the Grand Maester, who voted for. What a pitiful council meeting. Lionel Langward, you're the new Master of Whispers. No, oh, Rail has died. This is when it starts to be bad, because all the Dragon Riders are dying. Small private funeral. Alteraxis to fly. Oh, no. Her son, Vagon, Sir of Storm's Drum. Oh, yeah, because he married the last Martell. Hopes of keeping that line alive. I don't think I noticed before, but my aunt, Rhaenyra Valerian, the younger sister of my mother, actually got her a dragon egg. Sir Jeressa has brought you some distressing news. He's certain that Ares is a war... No! Oh, come now. No. Not my uncle. He claims to have seen Ares talking to himself in a strange tongue, and also informs you of several incidents where he has assaulted other members of the court. He is a lunatic. He's crazy. You sure the strange tongue wasn't just the less... Must be right, Jeressa, I'll have him in prison. Which would please the peasantry. These accusations are preposterous. Ares is the god's faithful servant. It's not my decision. Ultimately, it's the regent. He is slothful, so maybe he doesn't want to act too much on it, but, I mean, he is zealous. I think he'd imprison my uncle. He's the last Dragon Rider. Have him imprisoned. Does he hate me? Don't hate me, please. have him put in house arrest, though. I think the young king puts his foot down here. Putting my uncle in house arrest at the very least. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Thanks to my great diplomatic skill, the smuggler's ring is gone. Good. Why are you joining that, Franklin? You like me. You don't want to be a part of that. Now I have none of my dragon riders now. Here's some gold. See, you like me. We're friends. Okay, he has left that. Hasn't he? What is that? Okay, it's gone. The Great Plague is gone. 2 people eloped, got married without anyone's consent except their own. It falls to me as their liege to either accept the marriage or do something about it. I don't care. Painier and a painar. Ugh. After a thorough investigation, Septon Renifer has come to the conclusion that Belodo is most likely the warlock in your court. Renifer claims to have found condemning scripture in Belodo's chambers, suggesting that he's not a true servant of the gods. That would be true. He's a Pentoshi. Have him in prison, I suppose. Guess we can call him for trial. We can call him for trial. That's good. So we'll open with Belodo's trial. He's demanding a trial by combat. He'll remain in the dungeon until then. Will he fight for himself? His sister seems to be geared up. Is she a warrior of sorts? Oh, come on. Huh. Okay, a little glitchy there, but it's fine. He's complaining about his dark cell. Let him rot. If you are truly innocent, the gods will prove it. Sir Aegon has told you something quite unsettling. Apparently he has reason to believe that Larissa is the witch. Claims to have found condemning scriptures in Larissa's chambers, suggesting that she's not a true servant of the gods. Larissa the Feeble. You must be right. Have her imprisoned. She isn't. She really isn't. I suppose they're just rounding up the old Relore believers from my grandfather's regime. Dangerous factions cropping up again. Have some gold. My prisoner Larissa is complaining. It's fine. You can prove yourself innocent later. Once these trials are over, we'll hold our feasts. My liege, I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspirational factions if the proper leverage is obtained. How do you wish to proceed? Ask politely. My regent is kind. Have you beaten the Grey Plague? No, you're still infected. Honored king, do not speak to me of obligations and duties. I may be your vassal, but that does not make me your slave. I am within my full right to associate with whichever faction I wish. Signed, Lord Rhaegar Tully. That little... It's dangerous. Definitely don't want to... Oh, God. Ho ho, come on. Oh, no. No. For too long you have restricted the political influence of your vassals. The time has come to give the council more power. Submit to this demand peacefully or face the consequences. Rest assured that I have gathered others who are equally upset. I'll not be blackmailed, of course. I believe Belodo Waters has been in your custody. No. Or Bello, we're holding a trial. Surely honor the obligations. Durwald is honoring. I didn't think he would. Willamaran is siding against me. Bar Emin is siding against me. So I think really we only have the Durandans standing with us. I don't have many men at all. It always seems to boil down to this, doesn't it? A war. With a majority of the people. Tully, you bastard. And the interesting thing is, there's really only one man who can save us from this war. The only dragon rider we have control of. My uncle, who is in jail right now. Over a trial. A trial that is to determine whether or not he is a wizard. Oh, it's all very good. It's all very good. I mean, I know I have to release him to win, to have any chance of winning. And even then, it's not guaranteed. I'll add that, you know? Because it isn't. We only have 9,000 men. But the dragon would... It would help so much. Come on, what are you doing? And, I mean, I can't. Just simply based on the way I've decided to play. I know that because of his faith and his devotion to it, sorry, my Lord Regent wouldn't just give him up, even in a time of crisis. I think if anything, he'd cling to his religion even more right now. And there's not much I can do about that. I mean, I'm a 9-year-old. I'm probably going to lose this. More than likely. Luckily, it's just council power. It's not something massive. And by massive, I mean it's not going to force me to lose my titles, right? It's still significantly hindering what little power I have left with a limited realm authority. I'll basically just be a puppet. More so than I already am. But I can't do much about it, because that's how the Regent works right now, and that's how I'm playing this. What I will do is, I think I'll end this episode a little early, just because the war has started. It's always a good place to stop right before a war, so I don't get into it and forget what I was planning on doing, how I was planning on taking the war. So we'll gather our troops. If you guys can think of any loopholes as to why I would let my uncle loose, feel free. If you think the young king would be determined and let his uncle loose because he knew it's the only way to win the war, he'd defy his regent or something. I don't know how you do it with his little traits he has, how you justify that, but hey, if you guys have any ideas, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Because right now I'm a little stuck. Have to wait for another 7 years before I can actually go out and try to tame a dragon and have power of my own and change the realm authority and obviously the council power, all these things. And now we are in another war with my Lord Paramounts. Just can't trust anyone these days. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do like and subscribe, and that'll be all for me. Yeah, goodbye.